Oh, I'm glad you're on the best OS, Ubuntu. How did you figure that out? Does it say anywhere that I'm on Ubuntu? Hi. The intuition. Yeah, your intuition is very good. Intuition is very good. I wish I had this good of an intuition. Just look and figure out that this is Ubuntu. Alright. No problem, no problem, no problem. Alright. Alright. Yeah. What are we doing today, though? That's the question. I have no idea. Oh shit! What's wrong with my camera? Hold on. So this is what. That's the first thing this we do, I guess. Fix the stupid camera. Alright. So how do we do this? Um. Um. Hold on. What is supposed to happen here? Wait, how did you add the closing window effects? It's the it's a plugin for the GNOME, yeah. Hello, Arya. There's also like this plugin over here at the top, as you can see, where the eye is like following my mouse. There's a bunch of things here. Yeah, of course I love Java. Who doesn't love Java? All right, hold on. Hold on. What you heard loves it more than money or something. All right, guys, how do you do the green screen? How do you do the green screen? I have 5 green screens over here, and I think none of them work. This one almost works. My green screen is blue. Yeah, I guess. So we need to pick the color here, which is like the bluish color that I actually have here. Okay, this kind of works. I guess this kind of works. All right. How about we do this? We just RNG the green screen. That's how we do it. Right? Okay. There you go. I think this is better. Now, all right. The RNG screen. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay. All right. So what are we doing now? Now we need another RNG to figure out what we do today. What do we do today on today's stream? It's going to be RNG. Decided. So I guess there is like a couple of things. First of all, we have the Nordsel's ECS that we can figure out, that we can read about. Saying we do every night, get distracted by chat. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Now it's all about the chat today, basically. There's going to be ECS by Nerdsol, an article somewhere. I have no idea how to find it. Also, maybe actually work on the bot and make sure that it works finally. TTV projects. What's wrong with this thing? Cargo run. Oh, cargo run release. Maybe I activate my Linux? No. That's not needed. That's work activating Linux. I just want to chill, okay? Okay, so let's open the best editor that exists, which is the VS Code over here. Vim. No, not Vim. VS Code. Oh, I think I'm getting sick or something. Okay, sorry. All right. Um. So I need to fix this thing. I think maybe. Don't wait. What do you mean don't? Don't what? Don't fix this thing? Don't fix the overlay? Okay, I mean, yeah, I can stop. Don't use Rust. Oh, oh, but how do we have the jump scare then? Okay, so I could just make it still use the old version of the engine, but since we updated the engine, I might just as well update this code here. Let me do that. Rewrite this in Coca. Use Rust. Okay. Use Rust. No, we don't rewrite it in Coca. Coca does not have the thing that I want. Rewrite in your favorite language, Java. Now. Path. Okay, hold on. So now I think this is very old, and the assets when we load them. When we load the assets, we can now have the options to load the assets with specific options. But for this project specifically, the options they don't matter. How about creating the beans of Rust? Maybe call them nails. Rust on nails. Or what? Nails of Rust? Okay. See over here. The trade bound list of sound load is not satisfied. Well, that makes sense because in order to load the list of sounds, I need to load. Yeah, we have this attribute over here which says the list. I think I still did not fully fix this thing in the engine, specifying the list. Let me do this. Add the engine. That is actually a thing. It's a good name, so it probably is. Okay, so we have a crate which is called asset derive over here. For deriving, I am specifying the list to load from. List. Is there a thing maybe in Rust Analyzer where I can expand just one macro? Nerdzel, do you know that? Or no? Since you have written a bunch of derived macros recently. Like, I can make this derived macro panic. That's one of the things. Expand one macro use. Yeah, exactly. Expand just one derive. Can I do that? To see what code is generated? Because I need to figure out what is the derive. Yeah, derive specifically. Just try clicking on it. Okay, let's try clicking on it. Is that how you do it in your Helix editor, in your Vim? You just click on things? Space A everywhere. Is there like a code action to expand the derived macro? Space A is just the code actions. I think I had it space CA in my Vim for code action. There's one for macro rules. Okay. So here it is. Maybe this one convert to manual impl for assets. Is that right? No, but this only, yeah, this does not expand the macro. It's just switches the macro into the not actually implemented thing. 69. 9 months ago. Nice. Okay, fine. I will just think about it. It's not like I need to expand it anyway. So the only way that I know of is panicking inside the derived macro crate to make it spit out the generated code in the error message, so you can see what code is being generated. Or cargo expand, but cargo expand expands everything, and it also requires nightly, so I need to recompile my code. Cargo expand. It's not in stable yet, right? Is cargo expand needs to be installed? Okay, yeah, sure, let's compile. I think it just uses nightly under the hood because that's how it works. Unless they changed it. Cargo expand. Okay, well, there you go. It was really fast, which means that it probably did not require to recompile anything anymore. Hello, Icnec X. Hello. Cargo expand. How do I do this? Into code rs, then code rs. Okay, so here's our expanded stuff. All right. We just have 10,000 lines of code apparently in this project. You bite that into bat, but in bat you will not be able to search. I mean, bat will do the less command by default, I think, right? So I could go there. I would rather just use VS Code, which is better, you know? I can search, but I don't. I just use VS Code, you know? Alright, so what? What was it? What was it? Cargo check. Over here, right? I want struct assets. Fireball over here. Yeah, I guess override entities is one of the things, right? Background entities. Yeah, over here. See, we have a list, right? And we have a list of assets. And this gets expanded into us. So the problem is the options, because the list of assets don't really implement the options. You know what? I think I know exactly what we need for this to work. Asset, derive this one. I need, so yeah, it stops compiling because of this code, right? Because for every field type, I'm trying to interpret this type as an asset. But that's not always the case in case we're loading a list anymore. Look who's here, Brainoid, no way. How are you doing? Are you finally free? Working? Not free? Okay. Nice. How much of progress did you make on your game? Releasing soon? Oh no. Probably not. Your game is huge. Yeah. Okay, so I want to load this thing. How's the progress on our end? I guess I can, yeah, so one of the things that, like, today I'm not working on linkside, I'm working on my bot so that Hello CEO is going to work again. But if you're asking about the linksider, let me show you the progress then for a little bit. Since you haven't been here for a while. The progress is very good, and I think the game itself is really nice, and we need to make a better level selection thing. Ah, shit, hold on. I actually don't have it anymore. Because we started a new thing recently. Hold on. Let me do features editor and run with the editor. So we had a level selection screen before where you could have multiple like stages in the game and select a specific level to go into, and we're currently in the process of changing that so that the level selection screen is like a level itself, so you can move around as your character and select which level you go into, like in some other games, you know. Some of the textures are also missing, so don't it's okay. Do we solve puzzles on to select levels too? I think yes. We solve puzzles to go into like the at least to go into the secret levels, but that's we'll see what Davey does actually. Okay, so here's all the levels that we have right now, right? I'm not sure, like, did you see the new mechanics? So first of all, what the jump, you now like on the gem version, when you were on the floor, you were not jumping sideways like this. So this is a new mechanic, right? You probably did see that though. Okay. Other things is that we have actually gravity, so the game is no longer turn-based. And different movements, they can take different timings, basically, because of that. So it looks a little better, I think. Also, one of the things that we have is this UI. Some of the buttons, they are invisible here, but they are technically there, they're just disabled because we don't have graphics for them. This is undo and redo. We have this new visual effects for rewinding. What else? Well, I guess a couple of other mechanics, a bunch of new levels. Don't know if you have seen the these boxes that you can push around. and I crash. Okay, apparently there is a bug. Assertion failed. I moved an unmovable entity, apparently. Okay. Well, yeah, there's a... Yeah, so we worked on a simple level selection screen, but we weren't really happy about it, so we're in the process of making a good level selection screen now. You know what, actually, let me fix this bug right now that I have seen. I'm pretty sure that I know what it is exactly. We need to go into... Yeah, box is pushable and movable, I guess. Wait, hold on. What does movable mean? I don't remember. I mean, the UI pixel resolution looked different, looked weird. Yeah, I agree, but it like on the mobile, we need the buttons to be bigger. I told Davey that I agree. I think that it's weird that the UI is different pixel size. I think we're going to make the UI smaller on the PC version, but for the mobile, that just makes more sense when the buttons are bigger. Maybe they are too big for this resolution that I have on PC. It's gonna be that big, but still use the same pixel resolution. Yeah, or that. Okay, well, now let me fix this bug, that crash. That was embarrassing. All right, hold on. Why do I even crash? Why do I open Vim instead of code? Hold on, let me open code. That's how you program, not in Vim. Vim is bad. Movable. So movable entities, they are going to move. That's right. I think the way I fix it is I go here, I make sure that... I guess crate is also movable. Crate is movable. Box is movable. Disable box is movable. It's like that. I think that's all I need, really. Yeah, I think I'm actually like going a little sick, so not sure if I'm going to stream long today. Alright, did it fix it? The levels with the boxes. This one. Yeah, now it's fixed. So yeah, we have these boxes that you can push. There's also some other boxes that you cannot push, like this one. It looks a little different. So this one, you cannot push yourself, but you can use a jump to make it move. So yeah, that's one of the other changes that we made, is that the jump powers, they affect both entities on the both sides. You can jump away from each other. I guess that's it. Now that I think about it, like, I didn't really say a lot of features. It felt like we have been working on this for so long, but not actually that much has been changed. Or was it much? I don't know. What are we thinking about the background? You can ignore this. This is the level editor. That's not going to be public. But inside the game, so we changed it into just a checkerboard pattern. You don't like that? You like the old one? If it's the final decision? I'm not sure if anything is the final decision here, but we did change it from the original. I'm not really thinking about it too much. I think the things that I would like more to be changed is some of these blocks. So here is the... there were red blocks in the gem version. So these blocks are the one that are disabling you. They were red in the gem version, now they are gray. Because gray means... like not activate your effect. Gray means disable. I'm not sure if I'm really liking these choices of the colors. This is the box that you can push, right? And this is pink, and I'm not sure if I like that color. Yeah, also as you have seen over here, this side effect is like inside the player, because we don't have the separate graphics. When if they're like buttons, they should be pressed. So I just move them into the player right now, but they probably should be looking somehow differently too. Pink on the box doesn't bother you? Don't they look quite like a lot the same, this and this? This is the disabled block. I think it should be solid at least. Why doesn't it have a hole in the middle? Anyway. Isn't the slider pad sound too long? Yeah, the sound for the slide is also too long. I agree, yes. I don't stop the sound over here, right? On this level. If you do this, the sound should stop when we stop the slide. I guess that's a good thing that I need to write down. Why any of them have a hole in the middle? So the regular box. Why am I recompiling now? Oh, because I changed something in the engine. Okay. There is a box that you can push by just moving into it. It's like a light box, and this one has a hole in the middle. And then there's a box that you can only push by touching it with your jump side, and that one is not hollow, which I think makes sense. But for these blocks, it does not make sense. So the only hollow block should be the one that I can push, I think. This one is, so it's like a light box, and this one, it's a heavy box, so I cannot move into it. So the color is the same, but this one is not empty inside. But you can still push it with your jump. Oh, Vess, what are you doing? Slide sound effect too long. Still don't know what kind of music this game needs. Yeah, I have no idea either. So the current builds, by the way, if you want to look into that soon, then we no longer have CI working, so I need to give you the build, I guess, or I need to set up CI again. So in case you want to look into that, you let me know, and I'll work on something. But anyway, the previous version is still there, right? Yeah, the previous version is still there. You can just go and download it on the same place. I guess technically you can even go with the gem version, because the idea is still the same there. Okay, anyway, I wanted today to fix my bot, which means that the linksider fix boxes. Linksider is fixed now. Visually, the game didn't change that much. Yeah, not that much. It was mostly about the mechanics. Ambient vibe, music, def. Maybe. Although I'm not really sure what that means, but yeah, sure. Okay, I'm fixing over here the engine and loading the list of assets. If so we have these options here. And I guess options. If list is sum, then one thing, otherwise it's going to be another thing. Alright, so if I'm loading a list of assets, then I want my options to be... I guess it's the options type. Like those YouTube videos of 100 Hertz brainwave to focus. Why does my formatter does not work anymore? Also, this is weird. Cargo FMT does not work. Left behind, trailing white space. Does that even happen to you when you're working on your Rust code? It just does not format, and it's an internal error in the cargo FMT. An internal error. Something like this could work. Yeah, I guess. But do you write your derive macros? I think that always happens inside my derive macro crates. Not in regular code, but not in the derive macro crates. I think in any code that uses a lot of macros, basically. And over here, specifically, we're using the quote macro a lot. Because that's how you write your derives, right? Okay, so in case we're loading a list, I'm going to say that field type is asset load. So it's basically a list. Or we can say collection of assets, right? And in case we're loading a collection of assets, we want to figure out the item here and get its options. As an asset. Mama. Fez was nice. I played Fez. I actually think that Fez music is better because it sounds a little more like 8-bitish, but right? Yeah, like more 16-bit music feels, which I think works better with pixelated games, with pixel art games. But it's not 8-bit. So it's still good music. This function takes 3 arguments, but only 2 were supplied. Okay, let's see. Default. What is this? Why am I recompiling everything? I hate Rust sometimes because it recompiles stuff for no reason. Like what? What is this? Why are we compiling here? Why am I compiling it from scratch? I hate Rust. Like what happens here? I literally just did this and I hit the compile error, right? Why am I still compiling it again from the beginning? Why? Zig better than Rust. No, it's not. Okay, so now we need a trait collection in the asset, right? So basically, this means that I am going to use... So I have this load trait, which I use for loading the assets, but we need the collection trait, which is basically like the iterator, right? All I need to know here is about the item here, and the item... the asset collection item is an asset, so I need to implement load on it on this one. That's really all I need, and then I need to implement for like a bunch of things. Collection. Is it actually better? No, it actually is not. I'm pretty sure. Implement collection for list of T's. Item is T, and that's it. Okay. Now we have other errors over here. They want run with. Sup, Gooey Man? Notice me, senpai. Hello there. But is JS better than Rust? Of course it's not. Nothing is better than Rust. Wait, why no shout out last time you raided me? Wait, did you... Oh, wait. Oh, hello. Shout out. Hold on. Hello there. Shout out. I just... I don't remember to do it sometimes because I get distracted all the time. You know? I thought it was Tired Beaver for some reason. I didn't even... Yeah. But it's actually you. Hello there. How are you doing? Hold on. Shout out. Bonnie. There you go. There you go. I just forget about it all the time. But thank you for the raid yesterday, yeah. She's trolling. Well, maybe, but I still get distracted all the time. And that's why I don't do things. Maybe I actually wanted to do shout out, but then Tired Beaver said something in chat and then I forgot. Like my hands were already probably doing the shout out. Oh wait. Now I need to do it again, right? Is that how it works? Hold on. Hello guys. Thanks for the raid. Alright, hold on. So this time I don't forget to do it, right? Okay. There you go. Wait, hold on. Look at this. You have to wait 58 minutes, 56 seconds before giving Tony another shout out. No way. I actually not give you a shout out again. I never knew this was the thing. All right. Well, thank you for the raid. I was going to chill today and do nothing. So like yesterday, as you have seen after the raid, we didn't have the overlay, but usually is a thing of the past. We had the overlay before that I have written in Rust myself, and I need to fix it so that there is going to be actually crabs going around the stream, like the stream avatars, but crabs, you know. So that's what I'm working on today, trying to fix this thing. Can we unraid? What is this font? Looks nice. This is the JetBrains mono. The JetBrains mono font. It's pretty nice. I like it. And they have ligatures. Do you guys like ligatures in your code? I think I say ligatures, but I think the only ligatures that I use is these arrows. Ligatures are nice, like this. And also, I guess the less than or equal when I write this one, it turns out into the actual math symbol. It's like 3 or 4 ligatures that I actually need, I think. And the regular arrow when the function returns something. One more code to show you exactly what the characters are in the file, not some alternative symbol. I mean, I don't know. But when you say that a function returns something, you actually think about this is an arrow, right? So this actually represents my thinking more. So my thoughts are represented more when I have a ligature than when I have a minus and then more than symbols separately like this, you know? This does not make sense. And this makes sense, because this is a function that returns this type, right? Is my editor shaking? Yes, we have the power mode here, and there's a little bit of particles when I type things. That's the best feature, that's why I don't use Vim. Because Vim does not have that feature. Expected context options found nothing. Add mood options is this. Options with Lee and options. Is that what I was supposed to do? Then I need to take a reference to that. Maybe. Look at this. Like I'm doing cargo check, and every time I'm recompiling a bunch of crates. Why? I don't understand this sometimes. Borrow data escapes. Hold on, let me fix my lifetimes issues also. NeoVim actually? No. I have NeoVim, and it does not have the screen shake. NeoVim. I do have it. I have it set up pretty nicely over here. Okay, fine. Let's try working on this project, but using NeoVim instead. Fine. Wait, hold on. My code actually compiles. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what I'm working on here. What Linux distro is this? This is NixOS. Someone will implement that in NeoVide someday. Yeah, NeoVide. I also have that. NeoVide is kind of nice, but also not really. Okay, here you go. Activate Linux, what the hell? Yeah, I agree, what the hell? So yeah, we have this thing. This is my version of stream avatars, and we'll use it as an overlay. Usually. So now it's finally fixed. And it's working. So actually I don't need my thing here anymore. Make code work again. Easy. Okay. We put allow unfree in his config, so you need to activate the Linux. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Nix files. Allow unfree. Look, I actually have allow unfree in 4 places. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 allow unfrees here. Look, you see guys, I know how to use Vim too, using telescope and shit. But VS Code is still better, because it has the screen shake. All right. Now I need to figure out. Do I just run my stuff? This is a full screen thing. Which I think I want this thing to be just a window, which means that, let me see, help. I can do full screen false, I guess. Full screen false. Okay, here we go. Here we go. But in order for this to work as an actual overlay, I need this to be green and not black, right? Is that how I did it before? I made it a green screen, and then in OBS, I used the chroma key to remove the background. Over here, I think red, green. Okay, there you go, there you go. So now I just, inside my OBS, I'm just going to add. Or do you prefer install packages in system level? I don't know, because, like, does it matter where I install my packages? Because I don't see the difference. No, not seen. I add, what? I need to capture a window. Window capture. Overlay. Select a window. TV, yes. This window should be like full screen on this screen. Okay, and then for this one, I add a filter, which is going to be chroma key. And now you should be able to see the overlay on top of everything. With single user, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess. When you are not the admin of the code, you don't the admin of the system, then you can install packages in your user. But when I'm like the super user on this PC, I don't see the difference. I guess even like if I have multiple users on this PC, right? If somebody else's comes to my PC and uses it, would they need to install the same package for themselves? But or isn't it easier if I just have like my Firefox, for example, is installed for all the users, so they don't need to install it themselves? All right. What do I do now? I thought it was going to take me a longer time to fix this code. I need to do something else. All right. Is Nurtle here? We wanted to read this stuff about the ECS. Nerdsol, where's your link? On the GitHub? Okay. So I wrote my own ECS. Okay. There you go. Look at this, guys. Nerdsol did a website with this thing in the background. And guess what? This is done using Rust. Nice. Using our game engine. Alright. Made in Gang, by the way, yeah. Okay. So we were, the game that we were working on yesterday, the Linksider, it was originally made in Bevy engine, and I tried doing Bevy because I was interested in the ECS, and I ended up hating it. So now Nerdsol has tried and made his own ECS, and which is like more about static checks than runtime checks, like in Bevy. For how long these crabs stay in there, so distracting. Now people don't want the crabs to be there. All right. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. What do I do about these crabs then? You mistyped the jump scare. There you go. How about this? Was this distracting or not? I don't know. I think I don't really notice the jump scares anymore. I think I can make it smaller, maybe, like do this, so it's less distracting, maybe, potentially. I'm not sure. All right, how it all started. I have started using different ECS libraries in the past, but they just didn't stick with me. I have always liked the idea, but something felt off. Kuviman had a similar experience working with Bevy ECS. I think he has summarized it well in his devlog. Okay, so we have a devlog. When we made Linksider, I complained a bunch about Bevy and how I think there should be something better available in Rust for doing ECS. So here's what Nerdsol came up with. The idea. So what if we take the idea of separating data but keep it as static as possible? What if the archetypes were static? What if the queries were checked at compile time? Is that possible? Cool site. Yeah, cool website. Does it work on mobile? Did you try seeing if it works on mobile, this website? Hold on. What if I try? I guess I don't need to try it opening it on mobile. You just do this, and then you say something like this. Ah, you still see the animation even in the background. Should be working fine. Content warning, advanced trust ahead. Are you guys ready for some advanced trust? All right. Archetypes. This part is basically a generic version of the stack of struct over a derive. So this is one of the crates that is basically how we came up with this idea. So you just literally have a struct, like, and every single of the fields turns into a list of these fields, right? So that's how you do data-oriented programming. Instead of doing a list of structs, an array of structs, you do a struct of arrays. That's it. That's kind of similar to ECS. Archetypes are defined as normal Rust structs with a derived macro. So we have over here the archetype. You don't even say what archetype is here. I think you need to like elaborate more in this article to like saying what and why. You just reference my devlog here, but like I don't know. This is I mean this is pretty short at least though. But those people who don't know what is an archetype, what is like You say that just didn't stick with me, right? But that's not really like saying what's the problem. Something felt off. You just say something. Archetypes are defined as normal raw struct with derived macro. The split fields derived macro generates a struct of arrays or storages because it's more generic than just struct of arrays. You can make it anything. Storage family is essentially a functor. Okay. I'm not even sure, like, if you go to the people who use Rust and you tell them that it is a functor, they will actually know what it is. Functor. You link to the wiki of the Haskell? Alright. Advanced Rust ahead, they said. Alright. It's a trait, okay? See, it's like, I mean, it's... Yeah. It's not a factor. It's a trait for collections that can create new entries and access them by unique IDs. I think this sentence is wrong. A trait for collections that can create new entries and access them by unique IDs. Create new entries. This feels wrong. What is a monad? Are you going to say monad here? We're going to see another word from functional programming, I'm pretty sure. We didn't get to it yet, but not sure about if the monad is going to be here or not. This struct can then be magically be used without knowing its name. Okay, so basically, here's our ECS world, and monad is a functor. Yeah. Yeah. Technically, yes, correct. But I don't remember like how it continues. It is a functor inside the end of functors, something like this. Monad functor. How do you say this shit? Monad is a functor. No, not a function. Functor. And monad is a certain type of the end of functor. Do you know what an end of functor is? I have seen this before, but I don't know what this even means. For example, if and r are a pair of adjoint functors with left adjoint to comma, then the composition is a monad. If and are inverse functors, the corresponding monad is an identity functor, and then they have this image, which makes sense. All right, anyway. Oh, a monad is a monoid. Yeah, that's right. In the category of the antifunctors, that's right. Okay, so yeah, so in the ECS, usually you have your entities as just, so your world just stores your entities, and internally as the as on optimization, the ECS usually splits your entities into those that have the same set of components, and this is what is called archetypes. And in this thing, the archetypes are static. So we just specify the world, and inside over here, we specify all the archetypes. I'm explaining this, but this should be written in the article, I think. You should elaborate more here. This struct can then be magically used without knowing its name. You can read this exactly as it is. Particles are a struct of our arenas. Struct of arenas for particles, as opposed to an arena of structs particle. Arena here is in a collection that implements the storage trait and is of the arena family. Storage family. You can use any other storage. I think you need to like try and rewrite this into simple words. That's why I don't like a lot of things in the functional world. They could have just used a simple like words instead of saying a monad is a monoid, you know? Why don't you come up with the words that actually humans can understand? Anyway. Skill issue? Yeah, maybe. But I mean, ECS is being used by a lot of people. But this is still going to be confusing to those people who already are used to using some ECSs. It's just humanoid, what do you mean? So Arena is a collection that implements the storage trait and is of the Arena family storage family. Is that useful information to me over here when I'm reading this article about ECS? I'm not sure. You can use any other storage or even your own, like a VAC or a hash storage, but Arena should be good for most cases. Now, this sentence is easy to understand and nice. So basically, you can specify for every archetype which storage you want to store it in, right? You want it to be stored inside just a VAC or inside a hash storage. Is that like a different type? That's not in STD, right? This is from the Rust STD. And these things are not. It's already confusing enough that this doesn't seem to be talking about Amazon ECS. Well, this is about game dev. In game dev, ECS is pretty much like people know that it's not Amazon ECS. Right? It's for when you do a game development. Do people use ECS anywhere that is not game development? We were never talking about it. No, we were not. That isn't game dev? Literally everywhere? I never seen an ECS being. I mean, the Amazon ECS. Is it actually being Amazon ECS? What is this? No, it's Elastic Container Service. This is not the ECS. That's not the like we want entity component systems. All right. In struct of acts as a wrapper around the particular structs. In our example, the particle struct of as a wrapper around the particular structs. I think there is something wrong with English here. Structs of acts as a particular as a wrapper around the particular structs. Around a particular struct or structs something, right? In our example, the particle struct of it provides the method. Like, have we seen the particle struct of before? What even is this? You're referencing this, but this you have not even. We have not seen this. Oh wait, we did see this. This is what your derived macro is generating. Okay, technically we have seen this. I think this is confusing so far. Like, I understand what this is about because I have seen this like before, obviously. But I think this article is confusing to read. And also the distracting wallpaper over here on the website is not helping either. Just look at this instead of the words. It provides the methods to push new entity and to get or remove an entity by its ID. The push and remove methods take and return respectively the user's struct, so all components must be initialized. I think, you know what, I think at least WTF is lifetime.get.sum. Hold on. I think you need to do a quick summary, at least in the very beginning. Like, this is what it was in like Bevy ECS, and that's what we don't like, and here's how it looks like in this ECS, and that's what we like. Something, maybe. Hold on, ever heard of optics? Have you guys ever heard of optics? All right, functors, monads, optics. What's next? Curing. Maybe we make an effect system also. Other than MSI optics. Okay, hold on. Using struct of. I'm jumping from places to places. So yeah, this struct of provides methods to push new entity and to get or remove an entity by its ID. The push and remove. By the way, you say push, but the actual method is insert, not push. The push and remove methods take and return, respectively, the user's struct, a particle. So all components must be initialized. So yeah, basically over here, here's your entity component system. Here's your world, and you just insert a new entity. So inside the bevy, for example, this would be a bundle, a particle bundle that you insert, and everything here, this is the component, this is a component, and gets just inserted into your world, and you get back the ID of the entity. So in that case, it works like kind of similar. I think like there should be more comparison here to the ECS libraries that other people are used to. No? Or is comparing bad? Because that's saying that their library is bad. And you should not trash talk other people's work. Maybe? Here you can see the magic. Hold on. Structof is actually just a type alias for a more complicated type. Yeah, sure. Here you can actually see the magic that allows us to not specify the final particle struct of able. Structovable. How do you pronounce this thing? Struct of as structovable. Structovable is implemented for all storages for each component type. So S here is arena particle. S struct is particle. And then particle struct of is particle struct of. Okay. I still think this is very confusing. This is you're talking about the implementation details here, but you talk about the usage of the library that you have created instead of talking about how it's implemented. You need to talk what have you implemented. No? Or I mean, you can talk about how it's implemented, but the most important part is what is being implemented here, right? So in the end, the type expands into particle struct of arena family. With the data in place, okay, so now we know how to insert something into the world, right? And the other part of the ECS is doing the queries. So with the data in place, it's time to have a nice look at it. Essentially, querying has 3 steps: collect references to the storages containing the queried components, construct an iterator over the entities, and combine the queried method components into the target view struct. Pidżaczok. Привет. The query macro can be used to query components immutably. Currently mutation. Wait, what? Query macro can be used to query components immutably. Did you not have mutability? Did you get rid of the mutability into a tuple or a struct? Derive debug. Struct part ref. Position is a reference to this. Lifetime is a reference to this. I think you should not call this lifetime, specifically because we are now in the Rust world and there is a lifetime in the Rust programming languages, but this lifetime means a different thing, right? It literally means health or something. Maybe you should instead, I don't know, do instead of particle, do unit, position and health, maybe. Why is this optional, by the way? Why is the lifetime optional for the particle? You can do all steps yourself, but the library does provided shortcuts. The query macro can be used to query components immutably into a tuple or into a struct. To be useful in the example, well, still, this is a bad choice of a thing to have, because lifetime, this is a lifetime, you know, the A is a lifetime, and this is a field which should have a name that has no reference. That should not be confused with lifetimes here. Like over here, you say lifetime.get.sum. Oh, that's lifetime is not Rust lifetime. It's the field lifetime, right? Querying into a struct for particle in query, world particles, part ref, position, lifetime, get lifetime.get.sum. WTF is lifetime.get.sum. Ever heard of optics? This is a poor man's version of that. So optics, do you reference to the School of Haskell? Of course, this is School of Haskell. What is a lens? A little lens starter tutorial. What is lens? What is optics? There's prisms, lens, and optics. Okay. In simple terms. Oh, we have simple terms here. Nice. We have we access the lifetime storage. Get the component for the entity and access it only if the variant is sum, because the component type is an optional. You could also specify the position access as position is a reference to position.get or position is reference to position if you want to rename a field or be more explicit. So yeah, if you don't specify this, this is going to be exactly the same. Okay. Mutating data. At the moment, the query macro does not allow mutable access due to complications with the borrow checker. But the get macro does. It has all the same syntax, just with an additional ID parameter. So the get is just getting one entity out of the world instead of doing multiples. And then you have nested architecture. You can also nest one archetype inside another one with a simple macro attribute, nested. The resulting structure then has every field, including ones in the nested struct, in its own storage. You can nest as many structs as you want. By the way, over here, look at this query. Over this, you don't use the part ref. Oh wait, you don't even derive anything for your query, right? Just construct this value automatically. Hold on. We query world explosions, and you can specify any type here. Yes, which is better, I think. I skipped querying into the tuples. Oh, over here, querying into a tuple. Okay. I think still, one thing that I like more about deriving is that you don't need inside your query. I don't like repeating myself here. Because if you want to make the same query multiple times, you need to spell out this thing every time, right? But when you do in Bevy ECS, you can derive the world query on a struct, and then you just specify the struct type itself. You would need to have a struct for each. You would only need to have a struct for each if the structure is different on the archetype. But if the only way the archetypes are different is the set of fields, set of components, but the components themselves are exactly the same, so the optics that you need to use is exactly the same, which means that the thing that you type here is going to be exactly the same. But then what's the point of separating them? Because it's archetypes, right? There can be a particle, and then there can be some other thing which has an additional field additionally, right? Especially when using nesting. Explosion. Yeah, so this is a particle with a radius. Yeah, I guess you don't really like duplicate the fields. Instead, you try to compose your new entity out of already existing like sets of components. Use composition here, which makes sense. Is that always possible? And you can rename fields, so technically you don't repeat yourself. I think it is. No, let's say that you have another thing which is, I don't know, some other archetype is going to be a position but without the lifetime, completely without the lifetime, but with something else, and then you want to have a new archetype that has everything, which has the lifetime, position, and that's something else, and also the radius. Then you cannot use nested anymore. You need to spell out all of the components manually. That's a rough introduction into what I have been working on lately. If you are interested in the idea, you can read a more concrete example on GitHub. Okay, well, now this example is something that I understand more, I think, than the article. But maybe I'm not very good at reading. That's the same as it was before, right? Or did you change something in it? Last week? Did you change something? Changed APIs? Where is Davey? Davey's taking... Davey's on a vacation, I think. So that's why we don't work on linkside today. In your basement, Jiki? Alright. So... yeah. I like the idea, but I don't think this article would make me try this library. Like the other library, the other one was written, or did they write something? Hold on. Rust static ECS. What was it? Hold on, what is this? Did you see this? Fully features and easy to use ECS library with entity relations. Hmm. Yeah. Comparison with other ECS. No. I don't like how that looks. Froggy? No, not Froggy. I think there was someone... I saw something on Reddit. Fast game dev, let me see if I can find it. Static ECS. Hold on, maybe if I... What is this? Shop new collectibles? No, 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 no. If I go into my profile. Over here. A compile time generated ECS. The Gex. Have I sent you this? Don't remember. Pretty sure your library is nicer, but that's the closest thing that it can compare to, I think. Anyway. If I didn't know what your thing is about, I would not go ahead and try it, I think. Is the problem with this article right now. Oh, over here, look at this. ECS just gets too dynamic and hard to debug. Did I miss this? This is a good summary. But I think you also need the performance benchmarks, maybe, to compare to other ECSs, because, yeah, I think a lot of people use ECS specifically because of performance. Right? You don't really care about that. I don't really care about that, but that's why a lot of people use it. That's why people say that they should use ECS. Because of its performance, right? Okay, okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure how to make this better. You can try just publishing this as is. Maybe I'm wrong. But I would change it. So yeah, I think it should give a nice example. You get a link to the example here. Example on GitHub, right? This should be at the very top, I think. Or maybe even inlined inside this article. Not the entire example, but like something. And also, I'm pretty sure that it should be possible for you to make the queries, the mutable queries should be possible without current limitation. Yeah. Have you seen the how to get rid of this limitation? Have you been looking into this? You know of a way to do that. Okay. Like this content warning advanced transfers the head. All right. Okay, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? I'm not sure what to do. By the way, what? You have an interactive version of that background. Okay. Oh, hold on, is this background made using this library? Can that be a good example? Go to home. All right. Category theory tool. No, that's too simple. Interactive version of the background. 2D, 3D into 2D, 4D into 3D. Oh shit, wait, hold on. We can have a 4D into 3D, apparently. Rotation speed. Speed. Objects density. Does this mean more objects? Wait, hold on. 3D into 2D, but 3D? Wait, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Three D is also converted to 2D unless you have a stereoscopic 3D monitor. True. Flipping 3D by the plane. Isn't it over here looking like it's 3D and it's coming from 4D? So it's clipping the 3D. It's clipping the 4D. I mean, it's just math. Just a little bit of math on the screen here. All right. I'm just not sure what this button does. 3D means three panels. Is that what it means? There's just cubes moving through a plane. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I see. I see it. You just cut the 3D. Okay. Yes. Well, shows the reality. Okay. Nice. Nice. So what? Am I going to do anything else today? I'm not sure. Might be a short stream. That's hyper pyramids moving through 3D space. The farts are still transparent, by the way. I guess we can try looking into compiling OBS with hardware acceleration on the browser source. That's maybe something that I should look into. So instead of having this window, you know, having this window as a green window that I capture and do a green screen and do a chroma key, we can have a browser source with actual transparency. The double, yeah. But in order for that thing to work, I need I need my OBS. So if I launch my OBS, look at this. OBS, launch anyway, I guess. I'm not going to break anything, right? Okay, there you go. Here's another version of OBS. And if I go into a browser, my graphics feature status over here, it says that canvas software only, hardware acceleration disabled. So this is the problem that I need to fix. Any Nix users here? I mean, it's not really about Nix though, probably. Hardware acceleration is not enabled on the OBS browser source in the Nix packages. Okay. And then people say that they managed to get hardware acceleration working with the following patch along with launching OBS. With verbose enable GPU, use GL, EGL. But I think I tried that and it didn't work. Maybe I try that again. Alright, so what we need to do here is I need to go into Nix packages. This is my own fork of the Nix packages, right? So what we want here is we want to apply this patch here. Like this. Patch does not apply. Wait, is this patch already applied? OBS fix? Question mark? Yeah, I think I already applied this patch before. Yeah, exactly this patch that they have specified over here. We just add libgl and in our LD library path. That's it. And now I want to try and install the OBS from here. So how about Nix shell dot OBS studio. Is that right? So I'm going to install OBS studio from this version of Nix packages, which is my own fork. Evaluating derivation. How long is it supposed to take? Okay, there you go. Now let's download a couple gigabytes and see if OBS is going to be fixed. I'm pretty sure that's what I tried already though, and OBS is not getting fixed. Any gem collapse coming up? You want to participate in a gem? Is anyone participating in a gem? I'm not sure. My name is Rust. I don't know, if anyone is going to participate in a game jam, I guess you can try asking. I don't think I am going to participate in a game jam. anytime soon until the Ludum, unless it's going to be the Forian gem. This one, it's called Speed Gem 2, but but it's basically a Forian gem. It started in 7 days. I'm not sure if I'm going to participate in this one or not. How long is it going to be? It's 3 days. 3 days. So maybe. But maybe also I'm just going to be lazy and not participate in it this time. Maybe I can add Coyote time to a Forian. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like I said, we'll make a Forian game that's based entirely on the Coyote times, right? But no, I wanted to make a first person like Forian game basically. Think about like how many are there 3D Forian games? Was Only Up the first one? So think about Only Up, but if it was actually a good game, you know? Only Up is not first person, no. Only Up is third person, and the mechanics in this game are very bad. So imagine if they had actually good thing. John Blow played it. Let me see. There is a 3D one that is going to like be released in 2024, which is called First Steps. First Steps. Steps trailer. No, not First Steps. Hold on. What is it called? Wait, are you now pausing linkside to make a first person Forian? No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I think I told you about the idea of a game that I wanted. Like it like the parkouring game, the first person one, you know, with the mechanics that don't suck like in all the other games. It can be a Forian. I don't really care if it's a Forian or not, but I guess Forian makes sense. Do you remember your scroller parkour game? No, I don't. Is it on your itch? Triggered Day? Really above? Wait, what is this? Hold on. Game designer locked me in the basement and told me to make a roguelike about strange circles on a self-made engine. Okay, we are compiling OBS right now. Compiling OBS Studio. Is it going to fix my OBS though, or not? I'm not sure. Shrinking next door NP3R380. Just to be sure that this is the one. And not the one that I have installed on my system. Hmm. Stripping. which means that it's almost done. Wait, can you try yourself also? Since you are on NixOS doing this. Because I'm also suspecting that it only works with like NVIDIA maybe or something. Doing what? Checking if this patch works, because people said that this makes hardware acceleration available in the OBS. And the other person says that yes, confirmed that it works. But it doesn't work for me, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I will try this again right now over here, right? I have installed it. So my OBS is now this new OBS, which is different from the OBS that I have actually installed on my system, right? This is the current system OBS, and this is this new OBS that I just installed from my sources with this patch. So if I try OBS, verbose enable GPU, use GL, EGL, this is supposed to make it so that OBS has hardware acceleration in the browser source. But as you can see, it says over here, software only, hardware acceleration disabled. So this thing did not fix it for me. You sent me a reminder clip. Where? Discord? Yeah, I remember seeing this. But I'm not sure if I can actually understand what's happening here. Are those supposed to be the character's hands? The squares? And what is a circle then? You just grab corners. Why only corners? Circle is your cursor. Okay, I mean, kind of see what's happening here, but not exactly sure. Number of memory leaks is 0. Okay, well, that's nice. This one didn't have any memory leaks, but why don't my OBS have the hardware acceleration? This is so like triggering. Okay, can you try yourself? So what you need to do, let me see, and git status, up to date with origin master. Okay, so can you try doing this? Nix shell, nix shell git shell github :kuviman nix packages hashtag OBS studio. I think this, because that's how you just install it. You can try it out in a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I just forked nix packages and applied the patch, right? That they are saying that it works for other people. So why does it not work for me? See, they have the green here, hardware accelerated green, and I don't have this. OBS Studio, you need to also run it. Hold on, maybe we just do this. Instead of nix shell, we can do nix run. And over here you do verbose enable GPU use GL EGL, because that's what they say like should be there, right? How do you check? Okay, here's the command, and you check by going and adding a browser source to the website that uses WebGL. For example, to your own website, you know? For example, to your own website. So you can add a browser source which links. One of the things you can try is Chrome GPU, right? This is the thing that you can try, but you can also do just HTTPS. Huh? What is your website? Hold on. Nerd site? Nerdsol itch.io? No. What is it? Nerdsol GitHub.io? Yeah, over here. So this thing in the background, this uses WebGL, right? You just do this. And as you can see, we have the error over here in the background, because the like, I guess you don't really see what the error is, but it just says that the OpenGL cannot be initialized because the hardware acceleration isn't enabled. That's the same problem with my overlay. But it can also be just Chrome GPU. Okay. Oh no, OBS leaks two memories. Yeah. Maybe we can try, maybe it's going to work with the OBS 29.1.3. I mean, it should not matter, right? Which version of OBS. I can also just try compiling OBS completely from scratch instead of using the provided like package from the Nix packages. OBS. I mean, am I willing to go this deep? Hello again, Axman Lifts. Hello. Do I remember you? Not really. Did you change your name? Yeah, I see. You were learning C++ and making your own Your own format. Now I remember you. Your image format got working. Nice. Do you remember me, Tired Beaver? Hold on, let me... Hold on. Let's see Tired Beaver. Okay, 916 messages. Alright. Do I remember Tired Beaver? Where is Davy? In my basement. What if I scroll to the very beginning? What are we going to see? Lamau, Nom Nom. Do you remember is the real question, Tired Beaver. Should we even look that far? Sway for the worthy? Okay. GNOME is better. Alright, how do I compile OBS? OBS is on GitHub, right? There you go. What is OBS? Quick links, build instructions. Your history is meme worthy. That GNOME Wayland? Yes. Is it that GNOME Wayland because you can try Nix shell, Nix community, Nix packages Wayland OBS Studio command OBS. So yeah. Oh, so maybe the fix works for them because I'm on Wayland, and if I was using the Xorg, then I am using, yes. That's not working for you either. Okay, but you are also using Wayland, right? So maybe if we try using Xorg instead. What is the Nix packages Wayland? But why is this not like in the default? Because that's just the community. I thought the Nix packages is already done by community. No? Just X-Wayland it? How do I X-Wayland my OBS? How do I make X-Wayland? I'm not sure. You made a new project in C++ and the console just opened by default, so you was able to do some awesome debugging. Yeah, console debugging is the best debugging ever. I agree. How do I X-Wayland something? How to X-Wayland. Or I can just try that also. Lies? What do you mean lies? Okay, Nix. Run. Nix, this. Okay. It's satisfying when every number comes out as expected. Yeah. It is. You could also just write a test instead of checking the numbers yourself, so that, like, hold on, do you allow configuration settings extra substitutors to set? What does it mean? Hold on. Would you want to allow configuration setting extra substitutors to be set to... Oh, so that's their own cache, so that I can download it from there. Okay. Sure, yes. Permanently mark this value as trusted. That sounds like a very good idea, yes. Permanently trust this thing. Yes. Of course. It uses cached build so you don't have to build. Yeah. It makes sense. Can I use my own PC as a cache for my laptop so that I don't need to build some of the things that I do build on my laptop if I have already built them on my PC? Hold on, Flake does not provide OBS Studio. You can. Wait, Tired Beaver, are you using NixOS? Or are you saying you can because you know that I can do anything I want? Um, OBS. There is no such thing as OBS in this repository. There's OBS WL Robs, but that's a different thing. It's an OBS Studio plugin that allows you to screen capture on WL roots based compositors, right? Wayland compositors. The problem is there's no such thing as OBS output in the Flake. See the README? Okay. Why can I not find it though? Build and run the Wayland fixed up version of OBS Studio. Did I not try exactly the same thing? I mean, I used git nix run, which is supposed to be the same stuff. Yeah, see, exactly. It's like they removed it because they don't have this OBS Studio inside the Nix packages Wayland anymore. The problem is that when you specify over here this is the flake, right? And inside the flake we need to have the flake output, which is called OBS Studio, or specifically because we're a Nix shell Nix running, it should be the packages.x8664 Linux OBS Studio, right? And this output is not specified. So their README is outdated. Maybe that was like hold on. Maybe they merged this upstream into the actual Nix packages because this was in 2021. So you think Java is easier to learn than C++? Yes, it is. Everything is easier than C++. Everything is easier. You are forced to learn Java because of Minecraft modding. I guess that's a fun way to learn programming. If you don't know any other programming languages, yes, you're just learning C++, learning Java by making a mod. I guess that's nice. The only problem with Minecraft modding specifically, I guess, is that they're like the modding support is not official. So like using Kotlin for Minecraft modding, I guess it's harder though because you need to figure out how to do Kotlin. Maybe it's not that much harder, I guess. Never heard of it. It's basically a better version of Java. But I don't know. I also like I tried doing Kotlin instead of Java on work. I actually did not like it. The idea is that what mod loader is Kotlin used with? When you use Kotlin, it's basically Java. It's just like a syntax sugar on top of Java, basically. So you use it with any mod loader, I guess. But I didn't like it because when you need to work, I don't know. When working with Java, I just like working Java directly. As bad as Java language is, working with Java from Kotlin just sucks. The first mod idea is I need to find the function responsible for armor damage calculation and make some kind of mix-in. What does it mean, a mix-in? That's the implementation detail. What is the actual mod idea? What is it going to do, the mod? Nerfing armor? Okay. Well, I mean, my OBS is working, right? What exactly did they fix here? I come from Pokemon modding, which is a lot simpler. Yeah, that's because I think that's because the developers of Minecraft, they did not think about modders. So the modding like frameworks, they are unofficial. And they are made because using like decompilation of Minecraft or something like that. Does it work on X either? Alright, how do we find this thing? Maybe I use the old version of OBS Studio. So this was merged, but then it was deleted. Hold on. Maybe we'll look into the issues. OBS. OBS Studio. Oh wait, this is OBS Studio GitHub. Nix. OBS issues. OBS. OBS Studio is pinned. It looks like they expect to find OBS browser as a Git submodule to build, but we're not about that. Huh? Closed. Drop OBS Studio packages. most or all of the interesting stuff for Wayland has been merged into master now. So yeah, they have deleted. Yeah, see, it is merged into master, and by master they say the Nix packages. Ves, are you on the X org or? Oh wait, doesn't work on X either. Tried it, which means that it doesn't work on X either. Unless I did apply the patching correctly, but there is no way I applied the patching correctly, right? Maybe I need to apply the patch on the version of the Nix packages that was at the time of that comment, because yeah, I needed to apply this patch myself. So here's the issue, right? This comment was made April 17th. Maybe we need to apply this patch to the version of the Nix packages that was on April 17th. Is that going to be different? Or I try to compile OBS myself. That sounds more fun, right? Git clone OBS Studio. Let's go. Let's say that I cloned it. Or maybe I need to compare the build instructions over here with whatever they are doing in the Nix packages. Here's the code. We just do the make derivation. And then we fetch the OBS Studio from the GitHub. Okay. We apply some patches. Provide runtime plugin destination as relative path. Enable file access and universal access for file URL. Let's OBS browser build against CEF 90.1.0 plus. What is CEF? Add OpenGL run path. Hold on. They have something about the OpenGL. Add OpenGL run path. Maybe I need to add OpenGL run path to something else here. Hold on. List which OBS. Can I just go here? What does add OpenGL run path even do? There's libobs OpenGL. libstar.so. OBS plugins. OBS browser. Have I heard of Nix init? No, I have not. Nix init. Nix init is not a recognized command. Did you mean edit? Oh, you mean nix dash init? Command not found. Nix community nix init. Generate Nix packages from URLs. Okay. Sounds nice. Written in Rust, which means that this is a good thing, obviously. Dependency inference for Rust, Go, and Python projects. I have already found it. Interactive prompts with fuzzy tab completions. License detection. I was building things. I'm pretty sure if I want to build OBS, I need to do this myself anyway. I'm not sure what should I be doing. to fix my OBS. How do I even like see what the problem is? I know what the problem is, but where is it? Maybe we can go into OBS Studio on GitHub and see in the issues here something. Browser source, no hardware acceleration. Hold on, browser hardware acceleration broken since 27.2. Oh, but that was on Windows 10. Pretty sure it was never broken for me on Windows. I need a log file, maybe? Maybe a log file? How do I get a log file for my OBS? See what the problem is. I guess the verbose is the log file, right? OBS verbose. Launch anyway. Can I make sure that it's like completely separate from my current OBS setup? Could not load Vulkan. Is that the problem? Couldn't load Vulkan. So, oh wait, is that the problem? Because we have fixed the OpenGL, but this is using Vulkan now. Pass-through is not supported. GL is EGL. Angle is empty. Fatal GPU init. I think that's it. Pass-through is not support. GL is EGL. Fatal GPU init CC. OBS Nix. Maybe just OBS. Maybe maybe this couldn't load Vulkan. OBS couldn't load Vulkan. Am I the only person who has this issue? Am I the only person who streams on NixOS? Maybe it's not wrapped with needed libs. How do we wrap with needed libs? I'm not very good at Nix yet. Here it is, the OBS. Maybe there should be Vulkan here. Because OpenGL and Vulkan, they are like separate. I mean, this is a very short file, by the way. In order to compile OBS, this is all we need to do. This is all we need to do. We need to apply some patches. That's what we're doing. And applying some patches here. All right. And then we add OpenGL run path. I guess there should be something like add Vulkan run path, maybe. Go to prefix up. Over here, yeah, we have in our LD library path, we are including the libgl. That's what they are telling me to do in the patch that they say should work. Maybe add Vulkan. Hold on, okay, fine. NixOS search Vulkan. How do I add Vulkan? Haskell packages Vulkan. Vulkan headers. It's in the list there. It's in the list where? Vulkan is not here. There is where? Maybe it's a VK? No. In this patch? No, they only specify the libgl. This is the only thing that they change here. So what is the package for libvulkan? Maybe. NixOS wiki. Vulkan. Vulkan. To enable Vulkan. Enabling Vulkan is OpenGL. More information can be found here. GPU Vulkan. Vulkan is the graphics and compute APIs for GPUs. Add Vulkan headers. Why do we need Vulkan headers? Headers is literally the headers. This is something that you need to compile your thing that, right? It's the headers, not the library itself. I mean, we can try. We can try getting Vulkan headers. Vulkan loader. How do you know that it should be a Vulkan loader? Where did you get this information? I also want to know where and why do you think this should fix it? OBS Studio. Do we need Vulkan loader? You usually need Vulkan loader. How do I know that I need Vulkan loader? I'm pretty sure that when we did the compilation of the WGPU, which probably like the Bevy game that works on WGPU, which works using Vulkan, I did not enable the Vulkan loader. Did I? Hold on. It's used in library path here. Okay. Fine, we will let it compile. What about this? Add OpenGL run path. Maybe I need to add Vulkan loader to the run path too? What is this? Add. By the way, searching through Nix repository is like the worst. Run path. I tried reading some code in Nix for some other package here. Reading Nix is impossible. Run path is equal. Over here, let's see. Call package. Dot build support add OpenGL run path. Is there a Vulkan? Why is there no such thing as add Vulkan run path? Or is that not needed for Vulkan for some reason? Because it's working differently. WGPU also needs it, pretty sure. Bevy game Nix. How to run a Bevy game in NixOS. Oh, hold on. Rust, Bevy, Vulkan loader, and LD library path. Did I see the game? Which game? Yeah, Vulkan loader. I guess I didn't add it into the build inputs, though not into the LD library path. Maybe. I shall add our path. This is the solution. Patch elf, add our path, packages Vulkan loader. That's what they did for Bevy. Brutal Beton. Which is what? On Steam. Overwhelmingly positive. Alright, do we play this? It's compiled. Okay, so basically Minecraft parkour in a game. All right. And 40. Okay, sure. But that's just Minecraft with better graphics. But sure. Yeah. Feels exactly like Minecraft parkour, is what I'm saying, from what I see. Minecraft has edge stick, right? Yeah, I guess. Hardware acceleration disabled. Okay, this did not help. By the way, look at this. OpenGL loaded successfully version 4.6. Shading language 4.60. Do you like edge sticking in Minecraft? Well, not when not in Minecraft parkour, I guess. In Minecraft parkour, it should not be there. All right. So OpenGL is technically visible by this, right? Initializing OpenGL, initialized. There you go. It works. But my OBS browser source does not work. I guess angle cannot be initialized. I think this. So the OBS they use Chromium, right? So it's an issue somewhere over there. GPU init CC battle. Couldn't load Vulkan. Searched over here. And over here. I have no idea where to look. And how do I fix this? I need to know how OBS works. And what exactly is broken here. Is this the error that I need to fix? Is the problem that I cannot load Vulkan? Is it because the angle? The angle? This is the OpenGL stuff that, like, the WebGL works on top of angle, right? So angle cannot be initialized. And angle is working on top of Vulkan. That's why, and we cannot load Vulkan. Is that correct? Pass-through is not supported. OBS pass-through is not supported. The classic. Classic Nix moment. I think the problem here is not Nix. Like, if... the problem is not Nix. Right? But at the same time, I think it worked on the Arch. Can we like compare how the Arch people do the compilation and how Nix do the compilation? Arch, OBS, Studio. Source files. We just do cmake, enable browser off. Wait, hold on. The OBS doesn't even have browser enabled in Arch. Is that right? Am I seeing this correctly right now? How many of you guys even use Arch? I'm almost like... I never streamed on Arch. Arch people use Flatpak OBS. Can I use Flatpak on my NixOS? So they literally don't even enable browser at all here. At least I have some version of the browser. Nix Flatpak. Flatpak org setup NixOS. Services Flatpak enable true. Alright, well, let's go. Alright, where do I put this? In some random place. Blasphemy, build it from sources? Isn't that what, like, we are already doing inside the Nix package? How is it going to be different if I build it from sources manually? Because that's exactly what's happening when I'm building the Nix package, right? So what is going to be different? Enable browser true, but that's already there. Hold on, let me show you. I have the browser, and it is enabled. OBS Studio over here. See this. Wait, they have build browser on. Is it called build browser and not enable browser? Wait, hold on. Why do they have enable browser off and we have build browser off? Are we building a different, like, OBS or something? Why is the thing different? Build browser on. Add support for browser source. See? Maybe enable and build are this same thing. Enable jack, but build browser. I mean, I have browser source in my OBS for sure. So it is there. Also, look at this over here. They make CMake CXX flags, DL OpenGL. Is this the OBS OpenGL? Do I need to do same with Vulkan? Maybe. OBS Studio. Build instructions. Linux. I mean, if I only use Flatpak for OBS, then it's not too bad, right? I never tried Flatpak anyway, so let me see what it does. What is a Flatpak even? Is Flatpak something like Docker? What is it? I don't know. It packages the entire like Linux distribution inside it or something. Am I right? Flatpak. Services. Flatpak. Enable is true. Nix. Switch. Assertion. Okay. Can no do Nix stuff there. Option services Flatpak does not exist. Wait, what? Did they lie to me? Oh, it's Flatpak. Not spec. Fine. And then what? Add a FlatHub repository. FlatHub is the best place to get Flatpak apps. To enable it, run this. So now we just run this command. What is this lazy title?
Hello, bad cop.
Well, I don't know if you would call that lazy, but I actually made my overlay work again. I wouldn't call that being lazy. That means that I'm the opposite of lazy, you know? I'm supposed to just parody your title? Wait, what was your title? Like, is Go good? So what am I supposed to do? Ask a question in my title, is Rust good? But I already know the answer to that. I mean, I know the answer to your title too, but... But it's clickbait. Yeah. I'm not sure if I want to have a clickbait today. I'm getting sick a little bit, I think. I'll do a clickbait another time. Okay, Flatpak has been enabled. Now we add the remote. Authentication required. Okay, let's authenticate. There you go. I did something. Flatpak on Nix OS. He was live for almost 8 hours. Nice. Now all you have to do is install some app. So I'm trying to install OBS using... How do I install the apps? More... Is there a search OBS? OBS Studio? How do I install it? Give me the instruction. I never used a Flatpak before. Have you ever used a Flatpak? Install. Flatpak install. Copy. Maybe run instead of installing? Is it different than run, install? No idea. Let's try running. Note that the directories this are not in the search path. Okay, error. Okay, master is not installed. Okay, I need to install first and then run. Okay, I see. Do you want to install it? Yes. Do you want these changes to the system? Yes. "30 lines of code changed per hour." That's not a bad speed, I think. Are you saying that you're slow? 30 lines of code. Like, if you think about your code very much. Each line of code took 2 whole minutes. That still is pretty fast. How will I update my Flatpak then later also? And to read about Flatpaks, what even is it? Is it going to eat my all of my disk space? Looking pretty okay on the disk space so far. That's so slow. How many lines of code do you think I wrote today on this stream? The stream is running for like 3 hours, right? Do you think what do you think my lines of codes per minute is today? I think it was like 0. Installation complete. We can run. Okay. Okay, we have OBS. Optimize. Okay, hold on. Optimize for streaming. Okay. 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 Stream key. Wait. Because this is a different version of OBS. So into... Okay. Can I do this without... Hold on, back. Cancel. Yeah, just cancel everything, right? Add a source, browser. And we add over here Chrome GPU. Oh shit, wait, this actually works. Hardware accelerated. Look at this. Yo, a stream notification? Wait, what? Is there a stream notification? I'm streaming now, apparently, because I opened this OBS. Is that right? Because the Discord figured out that I'm streaming. Why? What changed? Or is this bot just stupid? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I just use Flatpak OBS, and that's it. That's it. I finally figured out my OBS issue. I just use Flatpak. Easy. Can I add? Can I have Flatpak as my like over here? Can I have a desktop entry for my Flatpak? And also, how do I install it using Nix? NixOS Wiki. Flatpak. How do I install a Flatpak using Nix? Or is that impossible? Now I just do... To start using Flatpaks, particularly for Flatpak development. Like, can I run my OBS without going into the command line? No idea. I guess that's just I just need to add a desktop entry or something. And to add Flatpak directory to xdg data dirs. Oh wait, Oh, hold on. After adding the desired solution to your configuration, however, it's not always added to your path directly. To manually edit DG editor's profile. These instructions are unclear. To manually edit to path while using a greet D, login manager and sway. But what if I don't use sway and greet D? What if I use GNOME? They say not always. Maybe it's actually going to work for me if I relog into my GNOME session. Maybe it's just something. Applications. Yeah, there is a desktop file here already, right? And I just don't see it because my XDG data directories does not include this thing. Hello, hello. XDG data directories. GNOME. What is the right way to add directories to the GNOME? I think it will just work. But if not, then I will look into it. I think I'm going to end the stream for today. I don't know, I don't feel very well today. What am I doing? I was trying to fix, like, over here. You see the crabs going around the screen now. I fixed my bot, my Twitch overlay. And yeah, there's like things that, like, your hello here.
Hello?
Is showing this crab saying hello, I guess. Gaming stream, maybe? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'll take a quick break though first. Here's a gaming stream for you. Here's Arya doing gaming.
Didn't you do anything in return? I guess just.
Isn't that the games that you like, Nerdsoul?
That's when you're offline, right?
This is basically Dark Souls that you wanted me to play. Here you go. Arya is playing this thing. You're avoiding Sekiro spoilers? Alright. Well. It's unavoidable now. Alright, bye-bye.
Oh, what? Kubi is raiding me? Hey Java man. Hey Nurtle.